I'm gonna get my own house out by the water somewhere. I need to think about the map and what I've seen. I know where there's some horses. And some wolves and stuff spawn there. It'd be fun to live by some bandits so I had something to kill all the time. It'd be fun to set up a house right outside the village. Okay. But they can't stop you. I don't care what they think. I want a spot right by the river, right by Ferburnham, right off the river. I guess I should watch some videos about Mortal 2 fishing, I guess. I watch a whole bunch of them. They're kind of dry and annoying, but there we go. Oh, look at fishing. This game is good. This game's good like Rust. It's not a bad place for an ex-Rust player to go because it kind of plays like Rust. I didn't really realize, but it is kind of like an MMO Rust in a way. I want to re-examine mortal fishing. Because I think I can make a lot of money doing that. I guess I better go to YouTube, huh? It's 9:53. I have an hour and 7 minutes left in the shift, guys. I'm sorry to finish so early today. Forrest did a new MMO movie, or video. I really want to watch that. Maybe I'll just come back from the doctor's appointment and come back and go back to work. I think I might. And I'll go late. Yeah, I would not mind hacking the Wii U. I think that'd be alright. Especially if I could get a guitar peripheral. I came here to look at Mortal Online Fishing Field Guide. Let's do, yeah, let's sort by view count. How to make steel and best methods from Wolf's Eye. Fishing, how to fish and what you need to know. I watched this one, but we'll start with this. We'll do add to queue. This is a 55-second beta patch thing. How to fish a turtle. 4K heavy carapace. How you can fish a turtle. Tuxai kelp dragon. No gems required. How to make money in Mortal 2. That might be good to watch. We're gonna just see what everybody says about this.
And welcome to this fishing tutorial. But before we do any fishing, we must get the equipment for the fishing first. Get your gold ready and search for the fishing vendor. So buy a very stiff rod. If you don't have one, then also some fishing line. You can use the basic 2 for smaller fishes, but we will take the medium because we want the big fishes. Also take some bait with you. Coprum coins is okay, silver coins is also okay, but you can also use many other stuff as bait. Even some animal meat, some wood, and nearly everything. Just try it out yourself. Just take anything with you and try it as a bait. So we have now our shit together.
What?
Make sure that you have enough skill
advice.
points for the fishing skill if you want to do this professional. You can go fishing even if your fishing skill is 1 or 0. It works perfectly, but like the skill itself tells you, higher skill increases the casting range, reduces chance of entanglement, and increases the chance of successfully attracting fish and gives a wider margin of response time. But more to that later. If you do a lot of fishing, better skill fishing. If you just casually trying it out or doing it from time to time, then don't invest the points in fishing. So first off, if you hold your rod in your hands, please know I'm speaking about the in-game rod, okay? You right click, equip them like normal, and you can draw them with X, so your normal weapon draw key. But please note, it can't be used in combat. You can't attack with that, and you can't block with that. And no, you can't get hooked up with anybody with that. Also some basic knowledge about fishing itself. You can equip, for example, 4 lines at once or even 5 hooks. But if the stuff snaps or breaks, then it's gone, and it's also for the bait. And no, I tested this, it don't give you any advantage whatsoever. Anyway, so let's go fishing finally. Search a nice spot at the sea or even at a lake or even in a cave or a pond or whatever. Equip your line, your hook and your bait, and also make sure that no griefers are around, because many people like to equip shields and bash the fishermen in the water. And if you don't have swimming and armor armor on, that is sometimes a rough thing. So get ready. If you hold your left mouse button or your attack button more or less, then you have the circle like for an attack, and then you can throw out the line. You can only throw so much line you have on your roll. Then sometimes a rough thing. So get ready. If you hold your left mouse button or your attack button more or less, then you have the circle like for an attack, and then you can throw out the line. You can only throw so much line you have on your roll. And oh shit, he noticed me. Oh man, I hope he don't attack me. So while are we waiting for the bait, why the Mortal Kombat 2 fishing system is more advanced than any other that you have ever seen. First, there's no minigame, and second, many fishes are so rare that even in Mortal Kombat 1 after 10 years, some fishes never got caught. Because all these things have influence.
Saltwater, sweetwater, cave, time, weather, location, hook size, depth, bait, and skill.
On if a fish bites, if that fish bites, and so on. The fishes that never got caught for Mortal Kombat 1 are now even in Mortal Kombat 2. Henrik said that. And maybe you are the first one who discover the very rare fish that no one ever caught. So it depends on location, weather, time. For example, if you want to know the time, you type in /time. Also,
wait, I didn't know you could do that.
the location, if it's salt water, sweetwater, cave, for example, the hook size, of course, and the depth. For example,
why are you fishing
here we
with
have
gold?
now 624 centimeters. The bait, of course, and your fishing skill level. You can try out so much stuff and you can try out so many things. This is a real player profession where player skill and player knowledge only matters, or more or less
Okay.
matters the most. And maybe also a bit of luck. If you got the message, your hook is on the ground, you have a high chance to get a twig and no fish at all, but you will have the option to, for example, fish some clams or maybe some crabs. Not crab, but crabs, you know. Oh man, English is a strange language. Sometimes the fishes bite after 10 seconds, sometimes they bite after 3 minutes. It's just a little bit random. And if you reel in, then a fish can't bite during the reeling in. That was a strong bite, and if you see such a strong bite, then you left click or right click. It doesn't matter in that case. So that is maybe a little bigger fish, I'm not sure. If you hold your left click, then you can reel in your line. If the fish is pulling too hard and your rod bends very hard, then it can break or the line can snap. Before that happens, stop reeling in and give the fish more line. Make him a little bit tired, then it's not so hard to reel him in. And as you can see on the roll, there's a lot of line missing, so that reeling in will take some time. So let us see what we get out there. Just reel in until it pops out. Awesome. What is this? Blue Sorex, okay. That is not so common. Awesome, I love it. Now we test what happens when you lose your bait. Because if you're reeling in too hard or all the time without giving the fish line or without holding the line, for example, or you're running out of line, then the chance it snaps is pretty high. And just here, for example, you lost your bait. Well, shit. And if your hook hits the bottom, like for example I did here, then no problem, there can be clams, crabs and all other stuff. The sea is full of creatures and many more will come. Star World will patch a lot more in. No one knows how much fishes and stuff they have implemented. because yeah, some are never found, so no one knows. And I found a nice guy. Have you tried fishing before? Okay, it's quite fun actually. Wait a second, I will give you money, then you can buy a fishing rod and stuff, and you can try it if you want.
I don't understand. I'm Russian.
No problem, man. I don't understand the word either. Okay, wait a second.
No, thanks.
Please take it. Try fishing, my friend. Then you can also try fishing. Nice, he took it. I wonder if he's doing well at fishing. I mean, there's still no tutorial out there. Okay, but right now it is. Strange. And yes, you can also fish in small ponds like this. Even in some smaller ones, but you only get small fishes. But here I rarely catch some big fishes. But normally it's very small fishes. But this thing was so huge that I thought I need to show this. Nearly 2.8 kilograms. Holy shit! That is massive. Now to the buttering and what you can get out of fishes. Don't be an idiot like me, because I don't have the skills for buttering the fishes and stuff. I don't have the Pisces skill that you need to butcher fishing stuff, and I also don't have the scales lore. Normally if you, for example, butcher these crabs, you get some carapace out of that, and for some other fishes you get normally some scales out of that. But you must get sure that you have the skills for it. And some material lores you can't learn through action. You actually need to read the book in order that you get the scales out of that you can learn the skill for it. Nearly for everything in Mortal, just get your skills first and get all the skills for the materials and for the stuff you use first, and also the battery bench skill, of course, if you use the battery bench. Yeah, I only got out some meat. I also tried to get some use for twig. That is the stuff you get when you're fishing too near the ground and stuff, or maybe your hook gets tangled somewhere. And then you get some twig, but it's useless, sadly. I mean, it would be awesome if it would get some use in the future. Okay, let's throw in some stuff and just try out what come out of that. I mean, I don't even have the skills for it. I don't know what came out of what will come out of that. Okay, it sounds fine. And that is actually shit. These are some good prices for that stuff. So let's sell our fish, and I hope that no one is buying that, because that is criminal that I'm trying to sell this here. So yeah, don't be so stupid like me and get your skills first, and make sure that you make the perfect out of that, and not such a crap and for 60 days. Holy shit. Anyway, thanks for watching, and special thanks to all my supporters, Carmel, Professor Odonsky, and
It was good. Thank you, Wolfside, for the excellent content for my stream. Let's see what his comments say. Ooh, eggs are really good bait. I want a house. I'm going to keep chopping wood till I have a house. I guess everybody chops wood, I guess. Everybody chops wood so they can make it their first house or whatever. Is cool. Yeah, he does sound more British taught German.
Hey everybody, this is Nazori here with another guide for Mortal Online 2. This time, I'm going to be going over how to make money in Mortal Online 2. We're going to go over some of the ways that you can use right when you first get started, and then a lot of different options that you can choose in order to go out into the world, have a bit of fun, and get some gold. Before we get into the various methods of what you can do to go get gold, I want to go over why you need gold. So gold is pretty important for, first off, when you are making your character and getting it trained up, books. Books are very expensive. There's a lot of different rare books around the world, and you're going to need hundreds of gold in the end in order to purchase all the books that you want. Some for learning different craftings, some for getting your combat better, like heavy armor, fainting. There's a bunch of taming books. There's a lot of different books. You're going to need a lot of gold for that. You're going to need gold for housing if you want to put down housing. Houses are very expensive to put down. You're going to need a lot of gold there. And then obviously various different convenience things in gear. So you can buy horses from other players. You can buy gear from other players. So you're going to want to be able to make a decent amount of money, and you're going to want to know how to do that. So let's go ahead and jump into it. First things first, the easiest way for you to make money in this game when you first get started is zombies in the graveyard. Now, I don't want you to just go over to the graveyard and kill some zombies and collect their heads. That is one way to make money, but honestly, one of the best ways possibly to make money in this game is killing zombies and loading up a horse with the corpses. So what you can do is you can go to the graveyard, you either look around for zombies that have been killed by other players, or you kill them yourselves, load the horse up with a bunch of corpses, go to the butcher table, butcher them up, and sell the products. The meat is useless, but the bone tissue sells for a gold a stack, and honestly, one trip to the graveyard can net you around 5 to 6 gold. So rinse and repeat that if you need some gold while you're in town real quick. So the next is bandits and things like Rizars. Rizars are very difficult, so maybe if you're newer, stick to the bandits, but these two types of mobs pretty much just drop gold. They drop their heads, and they drop various gems which are worth a lot of money. Basically, you just go out to various camps. If you need to find where those camps are, use the interactive map online. I will link that in the description of this video. But you go to bandit camps, collect their heads, or Rizar camps, collect their heads, and all the different gems and things they drop, and sell those back in town. Now, be advised that this method is an easy way to get ganked. So while you're doing this, be on your guard for anyone riding up to you. A lot of people will hit the bandit camps and kill whoever's there. So do this one with caution. So along with bandits and humanoids that you can kill for straight up cash, you can also kill a lot of different animals around the world and butcher them for money. Basically, this involves bringing your horse. You can go kill basically just any creatures out in the wild, like dire wolves, tor dogs, cougars, anything that drops skins or corpses, and then load them up onto horses, bring them back to town. If you're a tamer, you can also bring an extra horse or a bear, fill them up with bags as well, and be able to haul a lot more corpses back to town. This is a good way to make money. You can sell the meat, you can literally sell the skins, but also a lot of these things are going to be super valuable to other players. Things like guard fur and various items like that. Players will pay a lot of money for this, so you can also sell it on the market. Besides the obvious wildlife that are roaming around, you can also go to the dungeons with this method. There are various different dungeons all across the world, ones with spiders, ones with the Selenos, probably pronouncing that one wrong, but you can go there, kill those, load up your horses, bring them back down. Same method, but obviously a completely different adventure. Just keep in mind that when you're out and about, don't underestimate the value of the things you're killing. Load them up and bring them back. Other than butchering creatures and killing mobs and whatnot, we have crafting. This is an obvious choice, but I do just want to talk about it for a minute. Basically, your character is probably going to have some sort of profession he works in, you know, whether he crafts armor or weapons or pet equipment. Use that to sell on the market. Every single city is going to have people that need the thing you make. You may think like, oh, this was really easy for me to get, no one's going to want this. Well, other people might be, they haven't met other points into armor crafting and they don't know how to make bows, right? Make some bows, chuck them on the market. I would say be careful with oversaturation. You're not going to be able to make an infinite amount of money every day with this method. You know, it's not something that you're just selling to NPCs, but it's definitely worth doing. So use whatever craft you have, chuck it on the market, and then check it every day. If people are buying it, then put more up there. But that is a really good way to kind of just add an extra set of income to your character. Along with this, if you are a tamer, the next method is actually one of the best ways to make money, in my opinion. It is selling horses. So every single person in this game will use a horse. at some point in time, usually 90% of the activities people do involve going out with a horse. So as a tamer, you can bring up to 5 horses back with you from a horse spawn. So a really good method of making money is grabbing a horse, going out to a horse spawn, grabbing 4 more horses, bringing them back. That is an easy 20 gold minimum. Right now, horses are going for bare minimum 5 gold a piece, and a lot of times those are the mongrel horses. You can charge 6 to 8 gold for some of these horses. So if you are a tamer and you have those taming books already, selling horses is an excellent source of income. Last on the list here, we have fishing. Now, I have not done a whole lot of fishing, but from what I understand, it is a decent method of making money. You can go and fish in lakes, ponds, ocean.
I missed this whole goddamn video because I was like distracted in a conversation. I'm gonna go back to bandits.
So the next is bandits and things like Rizars. Rizars are very difficult, so maybe if you're newer, stick to the bandits. But these 2 types of mobs pretty much just drop gold. They drop their heads and they drop various gems which are worth a lot of money. Basically, you just go out to very...
No. I think that's a dumb question to ask on this game. Goddamn alt key. Gotta see if the bear needs to eat. His hunger is at 400, we'll feed him. I love Mortal. Each day I love it a little more, and I realize that I don't think I ever need Rust again. I'd rather play this game than Rust. I really would, I think, actually. It's so much more respectful. You don't get one shot all the fucking time by garbage, shitty crab people who just don't have any respect or fucking honor. The guards are a way of life. Like, if you want to make money, they can't stop you. If they try and kill you, the guards kill them faster. They just shoot this arrow that kills their entire health bar instantly from like 50, 60 meters away. The guard just goes blow, and you're just dead. The minute the arrow hits you, and it auto hits you, it's aimbot. It auto hits you, and it's not like the outpost guards firing a gun. It's like it's like you get bit by a rattlesnake or something. You're just dead. You're full blown keel over and dead. Second the guard hits you. I love it. And so they can try and gank you out in the world, no problem. But if you want to make money and not be harassed, you absolutely can in this game. Like, they can't kill you in time, exactly like EvE. I mean, like in EvE, I mean they can probably kill you, but they can't loot you, and they can't take the loot anywhere. Not before the guard just one-shots them again. They can kill you, right? They absolutely can and will kill you right in town, but they can't loot you without getting killed over and over and over and over again. It's not like they can kill you in town, not really, or even really outside town. And if they try and kill you, they have to do it in one hit, or you can essentially just run. And they might be able to kill you fast enough before you reach a guard, but most likely you're gonna reach a fucking guard. The game is stacked against bullshit. It's like severely stacked against it. I would say Dishonored doesn't really live here. I mean, well, it lives here a lot. But I mean, I mean, and you could just get blown up in town. It absolutely happens. This happened to me. Happened to me like 5 or 6 times now. They'll just blow you up in town. It can happen. So you got to kind of add it into your equations. But does it happen? Almost never. No. And I mean, it happens, but it doesn't. But it's not this thing that I would go around expecting to happen. Like, am I going to get raided? Am I going to get raided? Am I going to get raided? Yeah, with that attitude, yes, you will get raided if you're freaked out about it all the time. Are we going to get raided? Are we going to get raided? Like, you know, yeah, we're gonna get raided if you have that attitude. Yeah. So, you know, so in this game, like, I like this game. It's actually stacked against the shitheads. Now, and another thing is, they had to in order for them to one-shot you, they'd have to invest like a week's worth of time in Haven and a whole bunch of money into books, and they'd have to go at it like I did, and they'd have to take a crash course into it like college or something like that, and they'd have to, like, you know, and they'd have to experiment with the game, and they'd have to mess with things, and they would have to understand how the game works. They can't just walk up to you like Rust and stick you with a fucking spear. It doesn't really work that way. They've got to hit you so many times to kill you. It's like 18 or 22 times, something like that. They've got to hit you like even full charged. They've got to hit you like, I think it's like at least 7 to 22 times, which is a significant amount of time just in the amount of time it takes to hold the mouse to swing. It's like to hit somebody like 20 times and kill them would literally be about 45 seconds or something like that. It's not this gun fast stuff where you're dead in half a millisecond to a headshot or any of that. I mean, arrows can hurt you. If 5 or 6 guys were to line up in a row and fire all 6 bows at the same time, if someone were to be like, all right, fire on 1, countdown from 3, fire on 1, countdown from 3, 3, 2, 1, right? And they all fire at you, and all 5 arrows hit you at the same time, you would instant bite the dirt the way it is when a guard shoots you. You would just instant bite the dirt no matter what your armor was. But I mean, like, but a single player can't do that to you. They can't just sit. They can sit outside your door. They can door camp just like Rust. They can be shitheads, but they can't just one-shot you. That is not in this game. I mean, it is if you. I mean, it's there if you level a mage for months and you get all the money and you join a corporation and they back you and you learn and you get the backing and the gold. Unless you know life it exactly like me for years and years, you might be able to harass someone in this game, and I'm sure it happens. But all they would have to do is move away from you. At all they would have to do is move to a different bank or a different town, and you immediately would lose your power. You wouldn't have a set to fall back on anymore, or a house to store the loot, or a place to have a foundation to go do the harassment or any of that stuff. It's like Rust. The minute that they move, it immediately shuts you down for like at least an hour, if not a day, while you figure out where they moved to, or you figure out where their base is and all that stuff. And this game's really bad about that. The world's so fucking big that if someone were to choose to try and harass me here, I can easily just hop on this bear right now. I mean, even if they kill the bear, I can just walk right over there to the. I love this game. I can walk right the fuck. It's actually safer. It's like a safer game than WoW or New World in the respect that, like, you know, PvP is real here, and you can get bombed and you can get killed and wasted. And so, like, but it's not fast. None of it is fast. I mean, look how fast the run speed is. Do you see it? So if I run, I don't go much faster than I already was going. Do you see it? And so, like, and so really, the like like I can farm here for months. No one will touch me. They won't really touch me. They like now they could try, but by the second hit, the guard has run over and shot them, and they're just dead. And the best part about it is I can turn around, go over to their body, and full loot them. And they have to buy a weapon, right? There's this beautiful anti-troll system that I like Henrik, actually. I think he's actually a genius. And so they have to like farm. They have to go. They can buy a crappy vendor weapon and make an attempt on you, and that's cheap and it's cheap and easy for them to do so. But they still have to hit you like 13 times to kill you or something like that. And in that time, you it's not like their hits slow you from running. In that time, while he's hitting you, you're just running for the guard. The guard the guard will shoot you as far away as that tower. Do you see it? The guard will just aim aimbot you. His range is like 90 meters or something. It's insane. And so like if you attack me over at that tower, the guard turns around and just fires a fucking perfect aimbot shot at you, and you just keel over at my feet, and I lean over, pick up your spear or your sword off of your fucking body and anything else that you've got, bandages or anything, that grub shit that they allowed in Rust, that is not permitted here. That is not permitted here. You can't just get banged by nakeds. You could. The worst that would happen to you is you could die. But they absolutely cannot loot you if they did it anywhere near a guard. So it's like this farming I do by the front of the camp is absolutely safe. It's like pretty much safe. Like the guard really does make it safe. It's exactly like the rust outpost guards. The turrets, right? The turrets will kill you really fucking like effectively unless you're skirting the edge and you got cover or some other dude blocking you from taking the hits. You might survive and would like bleed out or bandage and live. You might live if you're like medding while you get hit. You might live. Oh, now what was this? This was, oh yeah, 11,000 isket. Now, oh yeah. Are we done with this? No, we're not done with it, but we got to keep moving. Yeah, I didn't really make money on this run, but I made friends, and that's what I wanted. I don't care about not making money. I just, like, I made money, but God damn it, like, I feel like she's been mining for an hour, I'm sorry, I made money. I made money. I made money. So, yep, and then we go over there. We're gonna nut hug that thing. We're gonna just keep sweeping ice. Extend subscription. Is my sub gone? No, I don't, like, wait, no, wait, what? No, I am not, I am Omega till June 25th. What are you talking about?
The asteroid is depleted. Why will you not do that? That doesn't make any sense. Because I grabbed the wrong one, I guess. Also need coherent ice processing, right?
Wait, I have one more thing to do. Damn it, she's not mining, and I don't know why. Why are you not mining? So annoying. Judas.
Warp drive active.
Oh god.
Docking request accepted.
forgot that my drones were here. I have to jump back. Wait, no, I have to go collect them myself. It's fine.
Connecting.
I'm sure he does. I will live right there. Like right there. He ate all of it. Hungry black bear. He ate 2 chickens. My bear ate 2 whole chickens and I love it. I can say it on my stream, but I don't want to say it in the chat. It gives me profile and I don't like that. I want my chat to be bigger. It's too small. Yeah, the UI scale. Oh, you can make it different, huh? Yeah, I want the UI scale to be really big, but the player frame to be small. Yeah, like down here, right? I need you to reset the in-game UI, though. That's far too big. Still far too big. It's annoying. That's too small. Oh, wait. Oh, all right. I remember this whole problem now. So I need you to reset the goddamn UI again, which is so annoying. See, that doesn't work. See, it's too big. That still doesn't work. It's so annoying. Why is it off screen? It's so annoying. What are you doing? Okay, unfortunately,
Warp drive active.
okay, I got a log now. I'm terribly sorry. I have to be somewhere and I've got to be ready to go. And I really don't want to do this, but I can't get out of it. I'm terribly sorry. I have a doctor's appointment and I can't get out of it. So, but it has been a wonderful shift. It's a short shift because of a doctor's appointment, guys. Terribly sorry. I'm cutting it about 5 hours short because I'll lose 2 hours to the doctor appointment and then I'd have to get back up. And if I were to get back on again, I would only be for maybe an hour or two at the most before I'd be physically and mentally exhausted. And I'm just not going to do that to you. I'm not going to brain dead you for 2 hours and, you know. So I'm gonna go to bed when I get home and try to get up a little bit earlier, I guess. And I'll probably be up tonight around like, I don't know, 11 or 12, maybe a little later. I don't really know what today will be like. Let me quit the game and you'll be able to hear me a little bit better. Here we go. And full-time variety gamer, all day, every day, put me on in the background. This session was recorded and will be placed. This 9 hour and 8 minute session was recorded and will be placed on my YouTube, and that will be on my YouTube in the next day. and I will post this right now as we speak. The video recording will end, and I want to say thank you guys so much for your time. I love you guys. It's so good to see you. Thank you for spending some time with me today. Sorry, I know a black screen here. I'm trying to fix it. It's I forget how this stuff goes all the time. There we go. Very good to see you. Thank you so much for hanging out. What did we do today? We got some Final Fantasy 11 and some Mortal 2 and some EVE Online and some FFXI. I got a level and a half on FFXI. That was really good. Now this session will be recorded and was recorded and will be placed on my channel. I'm going to stop repeating myself and click on the cast space to donate if you're on YouTube, or come and sub to me and follow me on Twitch. Thank you for your time. I appreciate you so much. I love you guys. You have a wonderful day. Take care.